What if I told you that X, formerly known as Twitter, just quietly rolled out with a free AI photo editing tool that can turn your basic print-on-demand designs into a professional lifestyle mockups in literally seconds? No Photoshop, no Placeit subscription, no design skills whatsoever. I've been testing this thing out all week, and honestly, some of the mockups it's generating are better than what I've been paying for. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to use Grok's photo editing feature on X to create mockups you can use on, let's say, your own website, or even if you want to an Etsy listing, step by step. And the craziest part, you might already have access to this right now and not even know it. If you're brand new to print on demand, POD, this is one of those videos where I'm handing you a shortcut that people selling for years don't even know about yet. And if you've been doing this for a while, you're tired of paying 15 bucks a month for mockup tools or spending 30 minutes in Photoshop just to get one decent product image, stay with me because this is about to save you serious time and money. My name is RJ Martinez, and I made over hundreds of thousands of dollars in profit from print on demand. Over the last 8 years of doing POD, I try to test out every single AI tool that comes out so you don't have to. And this one is legit. Let me show you. Okay, let's break this down in plain English. X, that's the app formerly known as Twitter, has an AI assistant built into it called Grok. This is Grok like ChatGPT, but it lives inside of the X app. It can answer questions, generate images, and this is the new part. It can now edit photos directly. Here's what happened. X rolled out with a feature where you can take any image on the platform or one you upload and use Grok to make AI-powered edits to it. You long press on an image on mobile, and you hit the edit button on desktop, and you can tell Grok what to change. New background, a different lighting, put this design on a person wearing a t-shirt, change settings to a beach, whatever you want. Now here's why this matters for us POD sellers. One of the biggest struggles, especially when you're just starting out, is creating mockups. A mockup is basically a realistic image of your design on an actual product, like a photo of someone wearing your t-shirt or a design on a mug sitting on a desk. Customers buy from listings with great mockups. Listings with plain white background templates, they get scrolled past. Until now, to get quality lifestyle mockups, you need to either pay for tools like Placeit, learn Photoshop, or use AI image generators like Midjourney, which cost money. And here's a learning curve. Grok's photo editing, it's built into the app most of you already have on your phone. And depending on your X plan, you can access it for free or very cheap. All right, so you might be thinking, RJ, I've seen AI image tools before. Why should I care about this one especially? Great question. Let me give you 5 specific reasons this is a game changer for print-on-demand sellers. If you have an X account, most of you do, you already have some level of access to Grok. Free X users get limited Grok access. Premium subscribers get more. Either way, you're not paying for a separate mockup tool. Compare that to Placeit at like 15 bucks a month or Midjourney at 10 bucks a month. This is built into the app you're already using. This is huge. Most AI tools generate images from nothing. You type a prompt, it creates something brand new. Grok lets you take an image you already have and modify it. So you can upload your actual design, put it on a mock-up photo, change the background, adjust the scene. That's a totally different workflow. And it gives you way more control over your final result. I timed this from uploading a design to getting a finished lifestyle mockup, about 15 to 20 seconds. That's it. When you're trying to upload 10, 20, 50 designs per week, let's say across your website, Etsy store, or your social media platform, speed is everything. Every minute you save per design adds up to hours per week. Let me tell you something from my 10 years of selling online. The single biggest difference between a listing that gets sales and one that doesn't is the main image. Not the keywords, not the price, the image. Customers scroll fast. A lifestyle mockup of someone actually wearing your shirt stops the scroll. A flat template on a white background does not. Here's something intermediate sellers are going to love because you can create mockups this fast. You can test niche ideas in minutes instead of hours. Think a fishing design might sell, throw it on a mockup, see how it looks, post it. Birthday niche, same thing. You're no longer spending all day on one design. You can test 5 niches before lunch. Okay, this is the part that you've been waiting for. Let me walk you through exactly how to do this step by step. I'm going to show you 2 methods. Method 1, using Grok's image editing directly inside the X app. Method 2 is using Grok's standalone chat at grok.com. Both work. I'll show you which one I prefer and why. First things first, open your App Store, whether that's the Apple App Store or Google Play, and make sure you have the latest version of X installed. This feature rolled out recently. If you're running an old version, you might not see it. Before we touch Grok, you need a design. If you already have designs, great. If you don't, go and create one using any AI tool. I use Ideogram, Midjourney, or even Canva. For this demo, I'm going to use a simple text-based t-shirt design I already have. Just a PNG file sitting on my computer. Here's method 1. Open X on your phone or desktop, go to the post composer like you're about to write a tweet, attach your design image, but before you post it, here's the key. You can also find an existing image on X, long press it on mobile, and you'll see options to edit with Grok or edit image. On desktop, hover over the image and look for the edit icon. Now, once that Grok edit box pops up, this is where the magic happens. You type in your edit prompt, and what you say here determines how good your mockup comes out. Let me give you an example. Let me give you the exact prompts I've been using. Place the design on the front of a black t-shirt worn by a smiling man in his 30s, standing outdoors in a park on a sunny day. Photorealistic, and the design should be clearly invisible and centered on the chest. Place this design on a white ceramic coffee mug sitting on a wooden desk next to a laptop and a small plant. Warm, natural lighting, photorealistic. Show this design printed on the front of a navy blue hoodie worn by a woman walking down a city street in autumn. The design should be front and center and easy to read. Show this design as a framed poster on a modern living room wall above a great couch with decorative pillows, clean, bright interior, and the art should be the focal point. Hit generate, Grok processes it, and within 15 to 20 seconds, you get a result. Now, is it perfect every time? No, sometimes the text gets wrapped, sometimes the design placement is off, but here's the thing. You can reprompt, just say, make the design bigger, or move the design higher on the shirt, or make the text clearer. Grok adjusts on the fly. Now, method 2, and honestly, this is the one I use more often. Go to grok.com in your browser, log in with your X account, or whatever way you're gonna log in. This gives you Grok's full chat interface, similar to ChatGPT, and you can upload images directly into the chat and ask Grok to edit them. The reason why I prefer this method is because you get a bigger workspace. You can have your longer conversations with Grok to refine the mockup, and it feels more like a proper design session rather than doing it in a tweet composer. Once you have a mockup you're happy with, right-click and save the image on your desktop, or long press and save it on mobile. That's your mockup file done. Now you take that mockup and use it on Etsy, your own website, your social media. When you're either promoting or creating a new product listing, you upload your design file and your product images. Use this mockup as one of your product images and it makes your listing look 10 times more professional. On Etsy, you can upload these directly as your listing photos. Etsy gives you 10 image slots per listing. Fill them with the lifestyle mockups and watch your click-through rate go up. All right, and if you're getting value out of this, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. I put out videos like this every week. New AI tools, new POD strategies, and all of the stuff that's actually making money right now. And if you want to find winning niches and designs faster, grab my free design research vault. The link is gonna be in the description. It's going to save you hours of research time. Let's keep going. So you now know how to do it. Let's talk about what to create, because not every type of design or niche works equally well with this tool. Here are the specific use cases where Grok mockups actually shine for POD. If you're selling funny quotes, motivational sayings, or niche-specific text designs, like a best dog dad ever or retired nurse, full-time grandma, this is where Grok mockups are actually a home run. You take that text design, put it on a lifestyle photo of someone who looks like your target customer, and suddenly the buyer can picture themselves wearing it. I tested this where a fishing dad text design, a basic block text. Nothing fancy, Grok put it on a guy in his 40s holding a fishing rod by a lake. The mockup looked like it came from a real photo shoot. That's the kind of image that makes someone stop scrolling and actually click on a listing. If you're selling mockups on Etsy through Printful or Gelato, mockups are critical. Etsy buyers are visual. They want to see that mug on a desk, in a kitchen, in a book. Grok is surprisingly good at placing designs on mugs in realistic settings. This is where speed becomes your superpower. Let's say a new trend pops up, a meme, a holiday coming up, a pop culture moment. You can create a design, generate a mock-up with Grok, and have a listing up in under 30 minutes. That's fast enough to catch trends before they even peak. Here's a case most people won't think of. You can use Grok mockups not just for listings, but for promoting your products on social media, Pinterest, Instagram, even X itself. Create a gorgeous lifestyle mockup, post it with a link to your Etsy shop, your Redbubble store, or drive traffic directly to your website or listing. If you're selling wall art on, let's say, Redbubble or books through KDP, Grok can generate room scene mockups, your design framed on a wall or in a modern living room or a bedroom, an office. These type of mockups used to require buying, staging photos, and composting it in Photoshop. Now it's one prompt. Crazy. All right, before we wrap it up, let me give you 4 pro tips that are going to take your Grok mockups from good to this looks like a professional product photo. These are things I figured out from testing over and over. Don't just say, put this on a shirt. Tell Grok the shirt color, the person's approximate age, what they are doing, where they are, what the lighting looks like. The more detail you give, the better the result. Here's my formula. Example, place this design centered on the chest of a heather gray t-shirt worn by a smiling woman in her late 20s, standing in a bright, modern kitchen, soft, natural window lighting, photorealistic style. If the first result is close but not perfect, don't re-upload and start from scratch. Just type a follow-up message in the same conversation. Say, make the design 20% larger, or change the background to a brick wall, or make the person look younger. Grok remembers the context and adjusts. Each iteration gets you closer to perfect. This is marketing 101 that most POD sellers skip. If you're selling a best grandpa ever shirt, your mockup should show an older man, not a 20-year-old model. If you're selling a girl mom design, show a woman in her 30s, not a teenager. The person in your mockup is your customer. When the right buyer sees themselves in that image, the conversation rate goes up. Grok makes this easy because you can describe that exact person you want. Age, gender, style, vibe. Use that power. Here's a workflow tip that's going to save you serious time. Instead of creating mockups one at a time as you upload listings, pick one day a week, let's call it Mockup Monday, and batch create mockups for everything you plan to list this week. You can go through 15 to 20 designs in under an hour using Grok. Have them all saved in a folder, organized by product type, and ready to go when you upload your listings. This is how you run a real POD business, not a hobby. Now look, I'm not going to sit here and tell you this tool is flawless, because it's not. I think it's important you know the limitations before you start using it so you don't waste time getting frustrated. If your design has text in it, which a lot of our designs do, Grok sometimes distorts the letters or blurs the words in that mockup. This is a known issue with pretty much every AI image editing tool right now. AI struggles with rendering clean, readable text. The workaround? Zoom in and check the text before you use the mockup. If it's warped, try the prompt again and use a different prompt that asks Grok to keep the text sharp and legible. Sometimes Grok places the design off-center, too large, too small, or a weird angle. Again, just reprompt. Say exactly where you want it. The design should be centered on the upper chest of the shirt, or the design should fill about 40% of the front of the shirt. The more specific you are with placement, the better Grok responds. Your level of Grok access depends on the X plan you are on. Free users get limited prompts. Premium subscribers get more. If you're a heavy user running a large POD operation, you might hit your daily limit. My advice, start with the free tier, see how much you actually use it, then decide if you're upgrading your X plan. Makes sense based on the volume you need. I want to be real with you. Grok is an incredible addition to your POD toolkit, but it's not going to replace every tool for every use case. If you need ultra consistent mockups for a product catalog, or you need to batch process hundreds of designs with the exact template placement, a tool like Placeit still has their place. Think of Grok as your fast, free, creative option. especially for lifestyle images. Use it for creative stuff. Use dedicated tools when you need a precision at scale. All right, let me give you my honest take before we wrap this up, because I know some of you are sitting there thinking, is this actually going to make a difference in my POD business, or is it just another shiny AI toy? Here's how I think about it. The difference between a POD seller making $200 a month and one making $2,000 a month usually comes down to one thing: the quality of their listings, and the biggest driver, the listing quality. The main image, the mockup. If Grok can help you create better mockups faster for free, and there's real evidence it can, then yes, this is actually worth your time to learn. I've personally used Grok mockups for the last week for designs across 3 different niches. I've seen click-through rates on those listings come in higher than the older listings with flat template mockups. Is that massive? No, but it tells me enough to keep using it and testing. My recommendation: spend 30 minutes this week testing Grok for your top 5 products. See what it creates, compare it to what you're currently using. If the quality is there, and I think it will be, start using it into your regular workflow. That's everything you need to know about using X's Grok AI to create free print-on-demand mockups. We covered what it is, why it matters, a full step-by-step walkthrough of both methods, the best use cases for your POD business, pro tips to get better results, and the honest limitations so you can go in with a clear expectation. Now, 2 things before you go. Number 1, if you want to find the hottest niches to pair with these mockups so you're not wasting time on designs that won't sell, grab the Top Design Research Vault. I go over 1,800 proven niches. I add 20 every single week. The link is right below in the description. Comment the word Vault below and I'll make sure you get it. I also offer a free one so you can download it and get an idea of how I do research personally. Number 2, if this video helped you, hit that like button. Seriously, it takes 1 second and it helps this channel keep putting out more content like this for free. And if you're not subscribed yet, what are you doing? Hit subscribe, hit the bell, and you'll never miss a video. And if you want low competition niche research done for you, watch this video right here next. Peace out.